Fáilte over the Corgi. Very welcome to another video from Gundog and Fly. Just a few random thoughts before I start off the video. Gundog training is kind of fits and starts, and you make progress incrementally and slowly, and sometimes then you get a little period where you make a lot of progress in a short amount of time. But bearing in mind that the dog I'm training is only now 7 months old, she has come on in leaps and bounds. She's a very clever and intelligent dog. She has brains to burn. Now, not every gun dog has loads of brains or is clever. A lot of them can be relatively stupid. It helps if the dog has a level of intelligence, because it will learn from its mistakes. If it doesn't have that intelligence, well, then it'll continue to make the same mistakes. There's a few examples here in the following video. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, whilst I was out one of the days training the dog, I was just putting the dog back into the car on a country road when two ladies came along. They were out walking and they admired the dog, and we were having a bit of a talk about it, and they said they'd love to have a red setter as a pet. And they said, where could they get one like Rua? And I said, well, to be totally and brutally honest, you'd have no business with a dog like this, because this dog is a working dog. It's a hunting dog. It's bred to run, basically. And keeping it in a flat or apartment in a big town or a city, for example, would be nothing short of cruelty, really. Now, you will see people who keep red setters as pets, and okay, they're a different breed of dog than the working line dogs. You have the show lines, which almost, by the way, completely ruined the breed. It was just a few good people that actually saved it as a working breed. But you'll see the pet red setters, if you like, and they tend to be much bigger, much larger than the working lines. But they said to me, why would you say that the dog wouldn't be happy with us? Well, I said the dog wouldn't be able to fulfill and do what it was bred to do through many generations, and the dog would end up frustrated and cause all kinds of problems. I said it would, I kind of used an analogy. I said it would be sort of like denying Mozart the right to play piano. And I think that got through to them, and because, like, let's face it, they could have gone out and maybe some unscrupulous person may have sold them a working line dog, and they could have kept it in their flat in Dublin or some big town or whatever the case may be, and that would have been a disaster for both them and for the dog. So that's just one of the things that occurred to me to talk about. I hope you're enjoying this little series of videos training Rua, and in this video you'll see how she's making progress. A lot of stuff is happening. She learns from every outing. She learns from every mistake that she makes. Bear in mind, she's still only 7 months. She has a whole lot more to learn, and she has to develop her craft and become clever at it, and learn how to use scent, for instance, and learn how to hunt the ground properly, and learn how to handle birds, and learn how to work along with me. So all of this is a work in progress. It's far from finished as yet. So let's jump into the video, and I hope you enjoy it. And some dogs are clever, some are stupid, basically. And I think Rua is quite clever, because this barred gate here is a difficult proposition for any dog. Come on. Come on, you go. Come on. Good girl. Come on. Come on, up here. That's it. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Now, she learns how to go through things like that. She learned how to put one leg in first and then the other, because some dogs would give, you could bring them 50 times to the same gate and they still wouldn't be able to get through it. She ran into her snipe on the way back. Her recalls are getting more consistent now. Rua, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Hop. Hop. Now, that's good. If there's one disadvantage with an Irish setter, it's trying to spot him in ground like this. Oh, that was a nice point. As you can see, as she runs through the rushes, if she stops at all, it's difficult to see her, so you need to keep a close eye on them in places like this. They tend to disappear and then reappear, but if they point and you're not watching where they're at, you can give a while searching for them. Much easier to see when she's out there in the, if we call it, the low grass. Rua's on the long line here now, so I'm hoping to get what I've been looking for all along, and that's a real steady point where I can get in and hold the rope and steady her up. Now that would happen naturally as a matter of course, but I'm kind of trying to shorten the journey, if you like, by holding her on the rope. So let's see what happens. There's not snipe here, there's snipe no place. Hang on, have a point already. And she's not certain, but oh, we're lucky there. What a beautiful sight. Oh yes, excellent. She's getting a little bit more steady on the point now. Now she's still chasing, but I'm not too worried about that for the time being. This morning is Christmas morning, and that is my Christmas present. I got an hour free just before the festivities. Just give Rua a quick run through this bog here, and I was rewarded with that beautiful point there. She learns from every outing. She makes mistakes, and then the next time out she corrects the errors for the most part, but she's very young. She's still only 7 months and she's still only learning, so given she's only 7 months, she's doing really well. You can see how she's quartering the ground. She's finding the birds. She's starting to hold that a little bit longer. Good girl. Her recall has improved, so everything's going according to plan. Now there will be we'll call it errors from time to time. That's inevitable, and frustrations and that sort of thing, but I'm very much happy with the way she's going for me. She's got a serious nose, this dog. Now I don't know what she's pointing here, but there was obviously something around there, and she's working the ground scent now, so whatever it was, it's probably flown. She's going back to check it out again. What I've noticed with her is she works every bit of ground. She leaves nothing to chance. Good girl, Rua. She covers every bit of ground and checks it for scent, and that's of course a tribute and a testament to her breeding. And that's purely as a result of her genes. Just purely instinctual. Hunt every inch of ground, find every bit of game, and that's her job description, if you like, and she's fulfilling it very nicely. Come on, bro. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Good girl. She's learned that well.